They're coming to your town, viewers. Isolated Warrior is a high-speed, uniquely developed game based on a 3D concept that features over 40 types of enemy creatures, realistic graphics, and explosive sound effects. Become Max Maverick, a lone warrior who must defeat the awesome creatures that attack his highly civilized planet. In Isolated Warrior, developed by Kid, published by VAP, and brought to us in 1991. Known in Japan as Max Warrior Martial Law Planet. It falls into the shooter genre, although it's kind of got some platforming elements to it. Features an isometric projection similar to Sega's Zaxxon. The game is shown entirely from an overhead perspective, as in traditional top-down shooters. The player must collect weapon upgrades and operate various machines to combat alien enemies. Various obstacles, such as pitfalls and landmines, must be avoided, and there's a boss battle at the end of each level, and sometimes mid-level as well. Players' progress in the game can be saved using a password system. Between levels, images and text were sometimes displayed, which showed Maverick's thoughts or reminiscence about his life. The game's plot takes on a planet outside of Earth's galaxy called Pan, which is suddenly attacked by a mysterious alien force. The aliens have the unique power to consume any living thing, as well as machines and buildings. Pan soon becomes overtaken by the alien force, and the army of Pan begins losing all its military power. The soldiers and people of Pan are told to evacuate the planet. However, a captain of the army, Max Maverick, refuses to leave. He instead suits for battle and faces the aliens alone. Using a motorcycle and hovercraft as his means of transportation, Max must stop the alien menace, or face the destruction of his world. This is, as much as I dislike isometric projections, this is a pretty fun game. I think it's mostly because it's shooter-esque, but then not. But then mostly. But then kind of. You know what I mean? It's got all of the things that make a shooter, and then it's got a lot that doesn't. And it's got a lot of things that make it a platformer, but then it's got a lot of things that don't. It's a really good blend of two different styles of game that, you know, normally you wouldn't think, let's combine an auto-scrolling shooter with a platformer. That could be, you know, it's been done. Generally not super great, but it's been done. But then you think, all right, now let's make it isometric. And then you get to that weird kind of, oh, well, what's that going to do for us? But the game pulls it off really well. I seem to recall, and I haven't played this game in a very long time, but I seem to recall Zen, the Intergalactic Ninja, having something similar to this going on. But Isolated Warrior pulls it off much better than Zen does. It's a good game. It's a fun game. The box art is kind of goofy. Story's pretty basic and bland, but it's a good, challenging shooter with a twist.